Hello, everyone. So wonderful to meet you, even if it's in this way. Um, the, my name is Jordan Scott. I am a poet and a children's author, and I live on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. I'd like to thank Andrea for inviting me to this event, as well as everyone in Projekt Prata Sweden, and everyone who is organizing and participating in this event. I thought that I would start today by reading from my children's book, which is called I Talk Like a River. And then after I read, I thought maybe I would share with you a bit of the essay that is at the end of this book, which talks about why I wrote this particular book on stuttering, and what I hoped to tell the audience about the way I speak. I talk like a river. I wake up each morning with the sounds of words all around me. The P for the pine tree outside my bedroom window. K for the crow in its branches. For the moon fading in the morning sky. I wake up each morning with the sounds of words all around me, and I can't say them all. The P in pine tree grows roots inside my mouth and tangles my tongue. The K is a crow that sticks in the back of my throat. The in moon dusts my lips with a magic that makes me only mumble. I wake up in the morning with these word sounds stuck in my mouth. I stay quiet as a stone. I eat my porridge without a peep. I get ready for the day without a word. At school, I hide in the back of class. I hope I don't have to talk. When my teacher asks me a question, all my classmates turn and look. They don't see a pine tree sticking out from my lips instead of a tongue. They don't hear a crow caw from inside my throat. They don't hide their eyes from the moonlight that shines from my open mouth. All they hear is how I don't talk like them. All they see is how strange my face looks, and that I can't hide how scared I am. My mouth just isn't working. It's full with the words of the morning. Mornings are always hard, but this one's especially tough. I'm more stuck than ever. My teacher says we all have to talk about our favorite place in the world. Today is my turn, but my mouth just isn't working, and I want to go home. My dad picks me up from school. It's just a bad speech day, he says. Let's go somewhere quiet. My dad takes me to the river. We walk along the shore, looking for colorful rocks and water bugs. It feels good to be quiet and alone with my dad, but I can't stop thinking about my bad speech day. All those eyes watching my lips twist and twirl. All those mouths giggling and laughing. I feel a storm in my belly. My eyes fill with rain. My dad sees I am sad and pulls me close. He points to the river and says, "See how that water moves? That's how you speak." I look at the water, bubbling, churning, whirling, and crashing. My dad says I talk like a river. This is what I like to remember to help stop myself from crying. I talk like a river, or from not wanting to speak at all. I talk like a river. When the words around me are hard to say, I think of the proud river, whirling, bubbling, churning, and crashing. I also think of the calm river beyond the rapids, where the water is smooth and glistening. This is how my mouth moves. This is how I speak. Even the river stutters like I do. I wake up in the morning with the sounds of words all around me. I go to school and tell the class about my favorite place in the world. I talk about the river, and I talk like a river. So I mean, as a stutterer, for me at least, that's this particular moment really changed my life. In this moment, I think the gift that my dad gave to me is a solidarity with the natural world, because almost as soon as he said that to me, that my mouth moves the same as the river, that I stutter, that I talk like the river. As a child, I remember watching everything in nature almost obsessively to see how other things in the nature move like my mouth. And this changed my life in a lot of ways. And I'm going to read from this short essay, How I Speak Now. This changed my life in a lot of ways, because stuttering is often mocked because it is seen as unnatural. For that many, that listening to and watching someone stutter is not a comfortable experience, because language and sound are stretched to their limits. Strange noises that burst from a contorting mouth, and what the listener thinks of as fluency or normal speech explodes. To stutter is to be disfluent. And fluency, my speech therapist used to say, is the ultimate the goal. But at the river, I learned to think differently about fluency. The river has a mouth, a confluence, a flow. The river is the natural and patient form, forever making its way towards something greater than itself. Yet as the river moves, it stutters, and I do too. My dad took me to the river to feel less alone. When he pointed to the river, he gave image and language to talk about something so private and terrifying. In doing so, he connected my stuttering to the movements of the natural world, and I delighted in watching my mouth move outside of itself. And everyone who stutters does so differently. My stutter is never just a stutter, but a set of intricately intimate that labors with words, sounds, and body. My stutter is my own, and also part of a larger confluence of disfluent mouths going about their day, ordering food at a restaurant, making small talk about the weather, or talking to loved ones. Stuttering makes me feel profoundly connected and profoundly alone. Stuttering is terrifyingly beautiful. Sometimes I want to speak without worrying. Sometimes I want to speak with grace, finesse, and all those words you can think of for smooth. But that is not me. I talk like a river. So I wanted to thank you again for your for the time you've taken to listen today, and I hope you're well, and I hope our paths cross one day. And thank you again to Andrea and Projekt Prata for inviting me here today. And we'll see you soon, hopefully.